Either in movies or in real life, you might have heard of people slipping into a state of coma. The person in a coma remains unconscious and unresponsive to the surroundings. Serious brain injury or disorder may result in coma. The brain is the control center of our body. The brain, along with the spinal cord and the nerves, constitutes the nervous system in human beings. The nervous system in animals plays a vital role in the control and coordination of body functions. Do all animals have nervous systems? Can you guess which group of animals lack nervous systems? Sponges are the simplest invertebrates that lack a nervous system. The nervous system shows a gradual increase in complexity from the lower to the higher animals. A coelenterate, such as Hydra, has simple nerve nets. In insects, the nervous system consists of groups of nerve cells called ganglia and a nerve cord. The nervous system in the starfish, an echinoderm, comprises a nerve ring with radial branches of nerves. Vertebrates, including humans, have brain, spinal cord and nerves as the parts of their nervous system. Let's learn more about the human nervous system. The human nervous system consists of the central nervous system, or CNS, and the peripheral nervous system, or PNS. The central nervous system includes the brain and the spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system connects the CNS to the other parts of the body. It is composed of nerves. The PNS is further subdivided into the somatic and the autonomic nervous system. The somatic nervous system includes sensory and motor neurons. Sensory neurons carry inputs from sensory receptors for senses such as touch, hearing, vision, smell, and taste. Motor neurons are the elements of the sensory nervous system that bring about contraction of skeletal muscles, resulting in voluntary movement. The autonomic nervous system, on the other hand, regulates visceral or internal involuntary activities such as the heartbeat, movement of lungs, contraction and dilation of blood vessels, and pupil size. There are two subdivisions of the autonomic nervous system. These are the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. In general, all internal organs have nerve supply from both the sympathetic and the parasympathetic system. They work antagonistically. That is, if one increases the organ's activity, the other division decreases it. Nervous tissue consists of two types of cells, neurons and neuroglia. All functions of the nervous system, such as sensory inputs, integration and motor outputs, are performed by the neurons. Neuroglia support, nourish and protect the neurons. Neurons have the special ability of generating and propagating nerve impulses. Most neurons have three parts: the cell body carrying the nucleus, dendrites that receive the nerve impulse, and the axon that carries the nerve impulse away from the cell body. A nerve is a bundle of many axons. Nerves are classified variously based on their origin, location, structure, and functions. The nerves that originate from the brain are called the cranial nerves. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. The nerves originating from the spinal cord are called the spinal nerves. There are 31 pairs of spinal nerves. Based on the direction in which the nerve impulse propagates in a nerve, nerves are of three types: sensory, motor, and mixed. A sensory or afferent nerve carries a nerve impulse from the sensory receptor to the central nervous system. Motor or efferent nerves carry impulses away from the central nervous system to effector organs such as muscles. A mixed nerve has both afferent and efferent nerve fibers. Therefore, it conducts both sensory inputs and motor outputs. Apart from brain, spinal cord, and nerves, sense organs also form an important part of the nervous system. Our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin are our sense organs. The stimulus or impulse from our external or internal environment is received by various receptors present in the body organs. These receptors are called sensory receptors. There are various types of sensory receptors in our body. Some of these are mechanoreceptors that respond to pressure, photoreceptors that respond to light, thermoreceptors to changes in temperature, chemoreceptors to chemical stimuli, and nociceptors that are pain receptors. How does our nervous system carry out the process of control and coordination? Any change in the external or internal environment is received as a stimulus by the receptors. The receptor transmits the stimulus in the form of an electrical impulse to the CNS via the afferent nerves. The CNS interprets the impulse and analyzes it. A response is generated by the CNS, which is then sent back via the efferent nerves to the effector organ. In this case, it is the fingertips.